Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I want to talk to you about Franklin half dollars. So first of all, I got this really cool old Library of Coins book on Franklin half dollars, which is always fun. For whatever reason, I like these old school books, and a lot of collectors do also. Um, Second, I want to just take a look, go through the set a little bit, and talk about Franklin half dollars in general, and as a collector, what you can expect to pay, and if you like to collect these, or if you don't, maybe we can talk about what's great about a set like this. The Franklin half dollar series is a fun set to put together because most of the coins in uncirculated condition are, $20 to $30 type coins. So you can afford most of them on a budget. It's the type of thing that it can take you a long time to put together still, even though they're affordable, because a lot of dealers do not necessarily stock Franklin half dollars intentionally. I think in some ways a lot of dealers don't pay attention to Franklin half dollars. And so anytime dealers don't pay as close of attention, it gives you as a collector an opportunity to cherry pick. And so the things that you can cherry pick obviously are going to be based on both condition and strike, because you can probably cherry pick somebody on a real gem coin because they'll just look at a nice mint state coin and just price it to you as a 63 or 64. And some coins do jump in value from 64 to 65, so there's definitely a chance for you as a collector to cherry pick the series from your local coin dealer. So you'll notice I didn't have the 52S in here. Full disclosure, that went out as soon as I got it in. It's one of the harder coins to get. I had a guy who's been waiting forever to get one, so I sold it to him. But the rest of the set's really nice. Most all of these coins are coins that I think would go mint state 64 or nicer. Some of them with full bands, others not. So the set itself is, I think, about 35 coins. So it's not the type of thing that that is world beater because of the volume. Sometimes it's hard to put a set together of something because there's just so many of them, and they can be really difficult, real difficult. I want to show you a couple things in here. I wanted to show you most of the coins, like I said, are nice BU coins, but I do have a coin in here that I think this 52 that I marked as cleaned, and I just wanted to show to you the hairlines that I saw on the coin that I believe makes the coin cleaned. I might just take the coin out of the case real quick here. We can put some hold music on. All right. Oh, there it was. There it is. All right, it's hard to see because at a glance the coin looks really nice, and then once you get it at just the right angle, right there, those are the lines. How the whole from the D in God up to the Y in Liberty, and then all the way across the face, you see that color change right here, and everything becomes white on this side. So yeah, those are some type of an eraser mark or cleaning mark or slide marks. They're pretty heavy. And one of the things also, as long as we're just talking about coins and collecting and albums, it's very hard to collect, it's very hard to detect some of this type of stuff when a coin has been put into an album. So it's very easy to miss that type of an item when a coin has been put into an album. So if you're looking at entire albums, you got to be careful. The next thing I just wanted to show you guys real quick on this is just kind of some of the price points on these coins. What are the key dates on here? We're going to look kind of in this higher mint state 64, 65 range, and then that way you'll see just at a glance what kind of pops out and where the price differential is. So if you're cherry picking, you can kind of tell the coins that pop from one grade to the next. So for example, a really good 50D, boom, look at that in gem states, look at how it jumps. Your 49S is always a little bit better date, But if you look, it's a better date because it's more expensive than the rest of them, but there's almost no price differential from 60 to 65 because the coin comes pretty nice. 49D, another one that in higher mint state, very hard to come by. So the 52S, like I said before, a key date, it's actually a lot harder to find, in my opinion, than a 49S is, even though the 49S is a little bit more expensive. And you'll see also the 52S, they come brilliant. I mean, they come really high grade. You'll see there's not a big price jump, even into 66. On the second half of the series, once you get into the mid-50s and move forward down into the 60s, you'll see that the price differentials are almost non-existent unless you get to the 60D, which is a coin that's really hard to get. The gem mint states, the MS66, you'll see some big movements. So if you have higher grade coins, you can see some action on those, but you'll see all these prices are pretty mediocre from 64 to 65. The gray sheet also breaks down full bell lines, which is a good thing to have. And you'll see I was telling you about that 53S. Actually, wrong video, Ben. That's right. I was telling you about the 52S in this video. 53S, a full bell line coin is almost impossible to come by, and you see these crazy huge numbers on it in the gray sheet. And you'll see some of these coins aren't that expensive with full bell lines. Some of the earlier issues, and then you'll start to see some patterns emerge where you see a lot of these San Francisco struck coins are the ones that are harder to get in the earlier half. They seem pretty consistently hard to come by with a full bell line. And then once again, you have that whole area in the 50s where things were kind of just static. There's not a big movement in most of those coins in grade and price. And then you get to that later half, again, the last 3 years or so, and you start seeing coins that are pretty hard to get in both gem mint state and full bell lines. And so that's kind of another place. So if you know your series, you can almost always kind of guess at something, even if you don't have your sheet with you. If you're at a show, if you've studied something long enough, you really collect something, your gut instinct will know, okay, it was those last years that are hard to come by with a higher grade in full bell lines. And so coin collecting can be fun. You can also cherry pick dealers, especially on stuff like this. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.